Welcome to Park Bench Interviews, hosted by Randy Goodman, Harvey Callis Real Estate, your real estate professional. Get to know our community, our businesses, products, and services that will elevate your life. Please welcome your hostess, Randy Goodman.
Hey everybody, it's Randy Goodman here from Harvey Callis Real Estate, and I am super excited to be here with my friend Linda Procopio, who is a nutrition consultant, and I can't wait to hear everything that entails. So thank you, Linda, for being here with me.
Thank you so much for having me, Randy. I'm so excited.
Awesome. And we happen to be doing this in the daytime, so I don't have to be quiet with my voice because kids are sleeping, right? Get to be as loud as we want. So it's awesome. Okay, perfect. So Linda, tell us a little bit about, so what does nutrition consultant include and what does it mean?
Yes, for the past 5 years, I became a certified metabolic balance coach where I studied nutrition. And what I do is I look after men and women and children of all ages, basically from the age of 8 up to 72, that are struggling with either losing weight or some kind of medical condition like diabetes type 2, or if they're wanting to just get off, let's say, some cholesterol medication, that type of thing. My program works to basically take care of any kind of medical condition that you're experiencing, as well as weight loss is kind of like the bonus because you're resetting your metabolism and learning 8 simple strategies on how you can keep weight off permanently.
Wow. Wow. Okay, that's awesome. Can you tell us a little bit more about that? Like, what are the health effects for doing these programs?
Well, basically, it starts off with getting your blood work done. And the nutrition program is created based on your blood values. So they're looking at everything from your liver, your kidney, cholesterol, thyroid, red blood cell counts, etc. And so the effects are basically people start to feel more energy. People will sleep better at night. I did a talk last night on insomnia, and it's definitely related to people maybe eating late at night and going to bed with food on your stomach or not being hydrated. So, if you're suffering from any kind of insomnia related issues, then it could be related to your nutrition. So you'll just feel a ton more energy and sleep better, guaranteed. And the weight will come off. And now's the perfect time to focus on, building your immune system as well, since we're at home and we have time to prepare meals and we're not faced with going out to, let's say, a function where,
Right.
We might have to, face alcohol in our face or whatever it might be, or a big meal. So that type of thing.
So what happens, like, typically when people think nutrition or metabolic balancing or dieting or lifestyle change, they typically think of weight loss. But there's a lot of people out there who want to gain weight, whether it's because they just feel they're too skinny and they want to have a little more substance on their body, or they want to do it for fitness reasons. Maybe they want to bulk up muscularly, or people who just want to be healthy inside, regardless what they are on the outside. They just want to know that they're healthier. They don't end up having a heart attack or other things that can happen to us in the body. So what can you say to those people? Because I know people will typically just think, well, I don't have to lose weight, or I don't want to lose weight, or I don't care about that. But it's not just about that.
No, absolutely not. I've actually helped people gain weight on the program. 100%. There's people out there that struggle with that, right? And most of us hate those people. No, just kidding.
We love you, don't worry.
Yeah, we love you.
You guys.
Exactly. And other people that just are so confused about what to eat. Maybe they were seeing a naturopath that just recommended tons of supplements that didn't work, or maybe they were, just doing all these allergy testing, and then they're all confused about, well, this person told me not to have this, and I've been reading about not having that. So there's so much confusion out there. So if you're just the average person that is healthy, that just wants to have a food list prepared for them, because it is specific and unique to each individual. So you'll have a good variety of what your fruits should be, what your vegetables should be, and your proteins. And you're actually even allowed to have rye bread with every meal on this program, which is so awesome.
Wow. Wow. Okay. So you guys don't have to lose all your carbs like you think you do.
Exactly, exactly. No.
There's a happy medium there. So, yeah, I think, it's great for anyone really, and people that just want to be healthy so that they could avoid getting diabetes or something else, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Can you tell us a little bit about the history? Like, were you always in nutrition? Did you always do, be a metabolic balance coach? Like, what's your history? Give us a little.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, before this, I actually had a lot of my business training when I worked in the corporate world. So it was 14 years with the telecommunications company. And I learned quite a bit of business while I was there, which was awesome. It was a great experience, but it didn't really evoke any passion in me. So I knew that I wanted to do something more along the lines of, helping people be healthy, because throughout all my life, I focused on eating right and cooking healthy meals for my 3 children and my family. And it just kind of led me in that direction once I got my culinary arts degree. After I left the corporate world, I thought, you know what, it'd be a perfect fit if I can match healthy food and my cooking skills that I love so much
Nice.
with nutrition. And so I worked at a weight loss clinic prior to this as well, just to gain some experience. And so it's been like 6 years now in the industry, and I absolutely just love it. It's just, that's what I've meant to do, because it just evokes so much passion every day that I go to bed at night feeling like I help someone get so healthy and feel so great and sleep better. And it just makes me feel good.
Love that. Love that. Yeah. And I love the transition. So you got some business in there, you got the health in there, you got some experience, you weren't passionate about it, and now you're doing what you love, and you're able to help people, which is awesome. Can you give us some results of clients? You don't have to say any names, but just some clients who, maybe were not so healthy before, and what is the result of going through your program?
Absolutely. I can mention one client's name in particular because he's all over my Facebook, and he told me I could plaster his face everywhere. And there's actually a testimonial of his name and everything on my website. And his name is Enzo. And so Enzo approached me in 2019, I think it was January. And he was diabetic. He needed to lose 100 pounds. And he achieved that in 10 months. He lost his 100 pounds, and very safely. It's rapid weight loss, but it's safe, rapid, permanent weight loss. And he also got off of he went to see his diabetic specialist, and he couldn't believe the change.
Wow.
And, he was able to first reduce his medications, his diabetic medications, and now he's completely off his insulin. So he's really happy. Yeah.
Wow.
And, he's just another person. Like, I almost walked past him without recognizing him on his front porch. When I went over there, I was like, who's this young man sitting here, And it was him, and he just looks like so amazing. He's so happy, he's so grateful. And yeah, I feel so good that I've been able to help him with that, because, if we're on medication for a long period of time, our kidneys have to filter that out. So it can cause so many other problems, right? So
Totally.
The fact that I helped them with that just, warms my heart.
No, it's awesome. I call that mental income. Yeah, that's
Right.
awesome.
Right. I love that.
But yeah, I love that you're able to have such a huge impact. But what about for the people out there who say, I don't have time to go and search for special food to cook and figure out recipes, and I don't even have time during the week. I mean, right now we have, we're isolated, we probably have a little more time, but and on a regular day, when things are happening normally, people say, I don't have time to cook, I don't have time to do this every day. Like, what do you say to those people?
You know what? I love to hear that, actually, because that's where I can help once again. I, discovered that a few of my executive clients, or even just the average client that's just the average working person, told me that in the beginning, when they received their program, that they may not have time to prepare these meals. It's not that you're having to shop for anything crazy. Like, it's just regular whole foods that you buy at a regular grocery store. but they didn't have time to actually prepare it and put it together. So I did start a meal prep service as well, because I want my clients to succeed, and I'll do whatever it takes.
Right.
And so I started preparing meals for clients, really nutritious meals. They get their protein, vegetables, starch, everything in one meal. Very satisfying meals too. You're not starving on these meals, and I would deliver to the clients. So because of COVID, I did temporarily suspend that service only for a short period, but it is going to be up and running again very soon. And I was able to just keep the clients on track that way. So they had their breakfast, lunch, dinner labeled in a container, ready to go in the fridge. All they had to do is take it with them, or take it out of the fridge and heat it up, or whatever it was.
Right.
And then even if they were cooking meals for other members of their family, they had their meal ready. So, and that's the key to any kind of weight loss or weight gain or any kind of, program that you're following, is to have your meals prepped. Just take that hour. And if you don't know how to do it, and you don't really, you just need some guidance, I'm actually putting a little video series together on meal prepping, so people can actually tune into those free videos on my YouTube channel.
I love that. And we'll have the link for you guys, on the page so that you can see. And all you have to do is click on profile page at the bottom, and you'll see all the links there. But that's amazing that you're able to offer that service as well. So there's really no excuses, right?
No, exactly. If you come up with any excuse, I'll try to overcome it, So,
But
right?
that's your job. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And so it's just, it's fun, teaching people how to prep. And because of my culinary background, I'm able to create so many amazing recipes. For those of you that are interested, I just created an e-recipe book.
Oh.
So if you're interested in getting that, just drop me, a line in this feed, I guess, and I'll be able to send that to you.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I love that.
Yeah. And they're metabolic friendly recipes. So
Is it available on your website too?
I haven't put it up there yet, but that's, yes.
But she
thank
will.
you. I better put that on there. Yes, exactly. Yeah, it will be, yeah.
She will. Okay, that's awesome. But for now, you can message her here, or you can get her on all the different social media platforms and that we list here for you guys. So you can definitely get a hold of Linda. So Linda, I know it's important for you to give back. I know how much that mental income means to you. It's important for you to give back. Can you tell us a little bit about how you like to give back?
Yes, absolutely, Randy. You know what? I'm all about giving back to the community, especially even during this period where everybody's at home. I've been doing free training on certain health topics like overcoming insomnia and weight loss. And I've actually joined a group of other healthcare practitioners where we have a group that's called the Health Squad, and we just kind of do this online presentation on Zoom where people can join in and ask us questions. So we have like a chiropractor on the line, and myself, and a water expert. So I've been doing a lot of that. And what I've done in the past as well is I love volunteering to help you with your events, Randy. She has the Empowering Women events, and she's always giving back herself. She's a wonderful person. So I really enjoy volunteering for her events all the time, and she's got a great one coming up in September, right? We moved it to September. Yeah.
We hope September.
Okay.
30,
We hope.
October
Yes.
1.
Fingers crossed.
One finger crossed.
Exactly. And I learned a lot actually, and I met so many great people, and that actually helped me get my business going when I attended actually Randy's event for the first time 3 years ago. So I'm very grateful for that. So I'll always continue to volunteer. And I also volunteer with Second Harvest, which is a service that two women actually in a truck started years ago. And now they're massive. They have trucks all over. Right. And they just basically collect food from restaurants that is about to expire. And then they provide it to the families in need. So I really, appreciate a service like that, because I'm always so grateful when I have my meal in front of me that I think, there's people out there that don't have food. And so it's just a service that I really like to give back to. So I did a turkey drive with them I actually got on a truck and went out with the guy who was
What?
delivering the food. So I got to see what that was like. And I just donate a certain amount monthly to them to feed a family. So if you're looking to do something, Second Harvest, look it up and you can donate right online. And another one that's really excited about is actually the Kids Help Phone Line. So when I worked at Bell, they were the biggest sponsor of the Kids Help Phone Line. They still are, but BMO is also the big sponsor
Okay.
that's involved with them. And they're actually, instead of having the walk, because they had to cancel it, it was supposed to be May 3rd. Obviously, you know, because of social distancing, they decided to do something online so you could still donate. And this Kids Help Phone Line is basically to help with, you know, mental health issues or just, you know, children that are out there that need some type of support. They have a line that they can call or text, and they're going to have, you know, people that don't judge them, and just it's confidential, and they'll be able to help them talk through, the kids that are dealing with anything whatsoever. And I believe they've opened it up to adults even now because there's so much mental illness going
Right.
on.
Yeah.
So I do have some directions as to how people can donate if you don't mind.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, okay. So if the first step would be go to walksothekidscantalk.ca. And the second step is you can click on sponsor a walker. And I'm registered as a walker, so you can type my name in, Linda Procopio, in the search bar. And then at the bottom, it'll ask for what region, because it's all over Canada. So you just go to the very bottom and it says York region. And then you would click on my name, because my name would pop up on the next page, and then just donate now. And once you hit that button, then there'll be all the information that you could fill out to place a donation.
Wow.
And on the 31st of May, that's when they're doing the Never Dance Alone-a-thon instead of the walks.
Right.
So you can actually take a little video of you dancing with your family or whatever and being happy and send it in. And that's what they're doing instead of the walk, and still collecting donations. So, and it's an all year round thing. So if you don't get to donate now due to whatever reason, you know, because of maybe not working or whatever it might be, you can donate all year round, because the service is provided, you know, 24/7, and it's been around forever. And I've been volunteering and donating for 17 years now. So
Wow. Wow. Good for you.
thank you.
Great causes, Linda. And
Yeah.
thank you for, you know, it's so important to give back and support. And, you know, some of us have had to have support in our lives, and it's, you know, whether you have or haven't, it's just amazing. It's the most amazing feeling to be able to give back and even participate like you did, you know, going on the track and getting to see those results, or taking a bear to a family through $1 Million Smile.
Yes,
You know,
absolutely.
it's so nice to actually see the results, or get to feel, you know, and be part of it. So, and food is so important. Like,
Right.
you know,
Yes.
air, food, water, those are at the top of the list, right?
100%. Yes. Yes. A good quality water too. Yes.
Yeah, so let's talk about that for a second.
Sure,
You have
sure.
different facets of your business. You've got the nutrition and the coaching people. You can prep their meals for them. You can help them get healthier in whatever capacity that is. But you also integrated another piece into your business.
Yes, absolutely. Well, since my clients on the program were asked to drink approximately anywhere from 2 to 4 liters of water per day, and that's calculated based on your weight. So if you want to know how much water you should be drinking, just take your weight divided by 2, and you're going to get the amount of ounces that you need to drink, and then convert that into liters, and it'll probably come out to anywhere from 2 to 4. So you don't want to exceed 4 liters either, unless you're an athlete and you have to drink more, then that's understandable, but that's usually the recommended amount. So this 8 glasses of water thing, don't pay attention to that, because that's just a generic thing that they're telling everybody to do, but we're all unique individuals.
Right.
So keep that in mind.
Okay.
And so what I did was I researched the best water that's out there, because I didn't want my clients drinking all that bottled water that just sits on their bellies. Like, I know personally, I couldn't drink 2 liters of bottled water. Like, there's no way per day, right? So I feel it just sits there and you feel bloated and it doesn't really do much, and you're just going to the washroom. And So at the time, 4 years ago, I had a reverse osmosis system in my home, and I realized that that water was being stripped of all the toxins and stuff that's in the water, but it also removed the minerals. So it was stripping my water of everything, which is not great. So at the time, maybe reverse
Oh, you kind of locked up there.
the ionized water systems are the best to have in your home. And
I,
of course, you have to. Oh, did I freeze up? Yeah. Am I okay now?
yeah, you froze
My
up a little bit.
Oh, sorry. Yes. Okay. Our internet. Yes, it's sometimes slow, I guess. Everybody's on Zoom. Zoom. So yeah, so the ionized water system is what I was saying is the best system out there. I researched for so many years, and I discovered that this technology from Japan actually has titanium and platinum plates in the machine that electrolyzes the water. So it hooks up to any faucet in your kitchen. It goes through an electrolysis, and through that electrolysis, it actually creates the minerals that go back into the water. So it just basically brings your water back to life. It's like picking a tomato fresh off of a vine in your garden, and you're getting all the nutrients fresh from that being in the ground. And that's the same thing with this water. If you're wondering, what that means and what ionized is and why does this water come back to life, kind of thing. So that's the best way I could explain it. And it's pure hydration, pure rapid cellular hydration. Like you'll feel it when you're drinking it. You just feel like it absorbs right into your system. Well, Andy, you have the system as well, and it's a lot easier to drink. So you can actually drink a lot more, right? Do you find? Yeah, it's very easy to consume the 2 to 4 liters that we should be drinking. And it's so important to stay hydrated for our health. Like honestly, most of us are very dehydrated, and that's when inflammation is caused in the body. So if you're feeling any kind of pain or inflammation, then being dehydrated could be a cause of that.
Absolutely. And I know there's different pH levels, and they all have different effects that you can use on the environment and your body. And yeah, so, if you guys are interested in learning more, you can definitely reach out to Linda on that and find out a little bit more about healthy water. So
That'd be great. Yes, sure. Yeah, with this water, I forgot to mention, also washes the pesticides off your food too, because it's much more than just drinking water. And it produces a water that's it's acidic water, and it just takes off all the pesticides off your food. You wouldn't believe what comes off, even organic fruits and vegetables. So I've actually saved money not buying organic anymore. I'm buying just regular because it takes everything off. So
wow, okay. So you guys can learn more about that if you want. Just reach out to Linda. So Linda, do you have any tips or suggestions for people out there? It could be personal, professional, whatever is resonating with you.
yes, absolutely. I would recommend some of the strategies that we have in our Metabolic Balance program are to not mix proteins with your food when you're eating food. So if you want to just keep that little small tip in mind when you're eating, like bacon and eggs, shouldn't be on your diet. Mixing yogurts and berries, or sorry, mixing yogurts and nuts. That's what I meant to say, nuts. So that's mixing 2 proteins, because it really affects your amino acids in your body. And by doing that, then your body could then become a little bit more on the acidic and toxic side because it doesn't really digest them properly. So try to just keep that in mind when you're making your meals, is just to focus on 1 protein per meal. So don't have that, steak and sausage. Have, just the 1 protein, and don't mix bacon and eggs. And, if you're going to have an omelet, have a veggie omelet. So that's perfectly fine, but don't add cheese, because that's another protein.
Right.
Yes. So
But we
yeah.
like all those things mixed together.
Right? I know they go so, and if you go to a restaurant, you're going to notice in the menu, like everything's mixed proteins, right? And even a salad could be very unhealthy, because you look at the Cobb salad specifically, it has egg, it has cheese, it has meats, it has nuts. So that's why you might feel really sick after eating that, and you're thinking, I'm eating a salad. Salads are good, but Yeah, so try to keep that in mind. And also for those of you that are not sleeping well, I think we mentioned earlier, just try not to eat or drink anything past 9 o'clock at night.
Okay.
That's another strategy that we use in our program, so that you go to bed and you can get a restful sleep, and you're not going to feel that, heaviness in your belly because you've just eaten.
Right.
And you'll find that you're going to just sleep so much better, and you won't be getting up to go to the washroom if you're drinking water up until 11 o'clock. It's not the greatest. You have to stop drinking and eating 9 o'clock. Shut it down.
Thank you. So how can people get in contact with you?
Well, my phone number, the best way to, you could text me, call me at 416-200-3193, or you could check me out at my website, which is Live Light, spelled Livelite, by Linda spelled with an I, .ca. And also my email address is info@livelightbylinda.ca.
Okay, perfect. Well, thank you so much for sharing with us today, Linda. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you so much, Randy, for having me. It's always a pleasure chatting with you, and be safe and be well, everyone. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you for listening to this interview hosted by Randy Goodman. We hope you will take action and connect with the incredible business people and leaders in our community. And remember, Randy is always here to answer any questions you have regarding your real estate needs. Be sure to register on the website and stay up to date on what's happening in your area at parkbench.com/millpond.